Hello and welcome to our April Eagle Excellence Award ceremony. I'm Pete Biskins, Apple Valley High School's assistant principal, and it is my honor to be with you today as we recognize and honor our Eagle Excellence Award winners for the month of April. Generally, we'd be doing this in school with a wonderful morning breakfast, but obviously during this time of distance learning, that's not possible. But we do want to recognize and celebrate our April Award winners however we can. As I always say at the beginning of each of our award banquets, it is one of the best days that I have because I get to hear about the wonderful things that are happening in our school and all of the things that our students are doing and the connections that our staff are making. And so it is one of my favorite days. And as I've learned about our April Award winners, they continue that tradition of excellence. First, a couple of thank yous. As always, our main sponsor for our program is the Apple Valley American Legion Post 1776. We have had a long and successful partnership with the Legion, and that continues through this program. And so we do thank the Legion for their sponsorship. I also like to thank our committee that makes up our Eagle Excellence group. Zyto Voss, our mentor teacher and speech and debate coach, is at the head of this committee. She does all of the heavy lifting, and we are so thankful for what she brings. Mr. Keith Randa, the longtime MC of this program. We will hear a little bit from Mr. Randa near the end of the program, but we thank him for his work with the Eagle Excellence Committee. And also the entire Apple Valley High School staff who is so supportive of our program. So what is Eagle Excellence? Well, we do look for 6 specific criteria. It is not a student of the month club. It is an opportunity for each teacher to recognize one student from the entire school year that has shown these 6 specific criteria. That could be progress through their grades, character, striving for excellence, achievement beyond and despite obstacles, leadership, and work ethic. And so those are the things that teachers look for as they begin their process of selecting their Eagle Excellence winner. So let's meet the month of April's award students. Emily Barkette was selected by Miss Van Holzen. And Miss Van Holzen says to us that she has worked with Emily for many years. As a resource teacher, I get to work with students in mainstream classrooms and small groups. I've worked with Emily since she was in 9th grade. Having distance learning happen in the spring of her senior year is not an easy experience. But Emily has balanced school, working, and helping her younger brothers with his schoolwork during this time. It hasn't always been smooth sailing, but she has persevered and reached out for assistance when she's needed it. She is so appreciative of her teachers and the help that she gets. Thank you, Emily, for your hard work this year. Congratulations. Next, we have Senior Drew Caruth, selected by Miss Jessica Fedge. Miss Fedge shared with us this. It is my privilege to nominate Senior Drew Caruth for the Eagle Excellence Award. Drew is a responsible and hardworking student with exceptional discussion skills. He is a positive influence and role model in the classroom. Over the course of his senior year, Drew went above and beyond serving younger students in District 196. He has been a teaching assistant in my 9th grade civics class. He is also a part of our developmental psychology program where we teach young people drug prevention techniques. In both academic areas, Drew has not only helped create activities that are implemented into the curriculum, but he has taught these activities to the students. He cares deeply about younger students' academic and personal well-being. Indeed, on more than one occasion, I saw struggling students turn in missing work simply because they didn't want to let Drew down. He is a caring, compassionate, and motivated young man. He is intelligent and empathetic towards those around him and possesses superb leadership qualities. Drew has stated that he wants to be a history teacher and major in education in the future, and we have no doubt that Drew will pursue his goals with passion and compassion. Congratulations to Drew. Next, Paola Carolina Puentes, 'Puentes' 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 ' Miss Ostis expressed this to us. I first met Carolina last year when we were both new at Apple Valley. Her bright personality adds to the classroom. She is a joy to have in class. She comes in each day excited to learn and to help her peers. While she is a perfectionist and strives for good grades, she truly wants to learn the materials and understand what she is doing. I can also count on Carolina to help a new or struggling student in class. She's a senior this year, and I can't wait to see what she does after high school. I know she will have a positive impact in her community. Congratulations, Carolina. Next up in our April Eagle Excellence Award winners is Jared Moyorga Camacho, selected by Miss Ford. Miss Ford shared this with us. I had the privilege of having Jared in my intermediate algebra class second trimester. Jared showed great maturity, leadership, perseverance, and gratitude during a trimester that unfortunately began with several teacher transitions. As we searched for a replacement teacher, I often filled in during Jared's class. Whenever I stepped in, he was always quick to fill me in so I knew exactly where the class was. He was extremely grateful for the help the various math teachers were trying to provide as we dealt with an unfortunate and unexpected situation. Eventually, I became the permanent teacher for Jared's class, and Jared continued to impress. He consistently worked hard and produced high-quality work. He's a positive class leader, modeling great work habits and a high level of academic maturity. I appreciated Jared's positivity through the teacher transition and enjoy having him in class. Jared is a young man of fine character and is very deserving of the Eagle Excellence Award. Congratulations, Jared. Next, we have Alexa Allie White, who was selected by Mr. Bob Logan. Mr. Logan said this, my Eagle Excellence winner is Allie White. She is in my Work Foundations 3 class and is a teaching assistant for me during the day. Allie is an exemplary student, worthy of this honor because she is engaged, thoughtful, and determined. Allie is a hard worker, and she models the pursuit of excellence as a leader each day in my class. I appreciate all that Allie does, and I am grateful for her efforts and that she produces every day at Apple Valley High School. Congratulations, Allie. Ms. Dreyer selected Amaya Body, and she states this. For my Eagle Excellence students, I have had the pleasure of teaching Amaya all year in Spanish 2. She is an amazing young person, a hard worker, and she is so dedicated to her learning. Every day, her presence was felt in my class with her smile, her charm, and her grace. I am sure that while Amaya is learning from home, she is doing it with that same passion and enthusiasm, bringing her great attitude to all that she does. Congratulations, Amaya. Next up in our April Eagle Excellence Award ceremony is DiMarco Walton. DiMarco has been selected by Mr. Scott Voss. And Dr. Voss tells us this. I met DiMarco about a year ago when he came to inquire as a 10th grader, soon to be 11th grader, about joining the speech team. It was a precipitous moment. Though he had no experience in the activity, he came to me with something important to say. And in the years since our first visit, he has been able to say it. At heart, speech and debate is an academic activity, strongly founded on research, writing, and persuasion. What I find most admirable about DiMarco has been his fearless willingness to work, revising his craft and his writing until it's both clear and memorable. More than just being a fierce competitor as a speaker, DiMarco is a student of the event, a leader, and sincerely thoughtful person. I am grateful for the energy that DiMarco has brought to our community. For those reasons, he is my Eagle Excellence Award winner. Next up is Lee Pearson, and he is the selection of Miss Tammy Taylor. Miss Taylor shares with us this about Lee. I've had the joy and privilege of knowing Tylee as his case manager and teacher for the past 4 years. He is an amazing person who brings joy to everyone he comes into contact with. It amazes me to see the progress he has made in all areas of his learning the past 4 years. Not only has he made gains academically, but also socially. He has a natural ability to brighten anyone's day. His kind heart shows through in all that he does for others. He has an unbelievable way of knowing just how people are feeling and the right thing to help them feel better. Even though he may not always have a lot to say, he brings so much joy to Apple Valley. His quiet presence, his big smile, his amazing high fives, awesome hugs, and huge personality exemplify Eagle excellence. I am honored to have him as my award winner. Congratulations, Tylee. Next up is Sabir Saeed, selected by Miss Dahl-Nuring. Miss Dahl-Nuring reflected and shared with us this. I selected Sabir Saeed. He is currently in my Comp 10 class. I have known him from the day he stepped foot into Apple Valley as a ninth grader and have had him in many classes over the past 2 years. Sabir and I have not always placed the same importance on classroom protocol and academics. However, this trimester, when he walked back into my classroom, I saw a different Sabir. There was a complete reversal in his attitude and work ethic, which has continued into distant learning. In fact, he has turned in every assignment to date. About a week ago, he emailed me at 11 p.m. asking me to grade an assignment he had recently submitted, and of course I graded it. How could I not? Sabir is currently earning a B+, and I'm proud of him and happy for his success. Sabir is an intelligent young man, and with his newfound perseverance, the future is truly his to decide. Congratulations, Sabir. Mr. Zimmerman of our biology department selected Tara Dudley for his Eagle Excellence winner. And he told us this. I've had the pleasure of having Tara in my 10th grade biology class this year. She has consistently shown that she is not only an excellent person and student by being supportive and cooperative team member, but she's also a quiet leader in the room. During these unexpected times where our daily lives have been upended, Tara continues to exceed. According to Darwin's On the Origin of Species, it is not the most intellectual of the species that survives. It is not the strongest that survive, but the species that survives is the one that is able to best adapt and adjust to the changing environment in which it finds itself. Tara happens to have all three qualities in excess. Congratulations. Next, Mr. Jake Fossen, selected by Mr. Scalise. As an instrumental music teacher, I am fortunate to have the opportunity to work with students from all of their time in high school. So I've known Jake since 9th grade. When he first entered our program at Apple Valley, he had just switched to 2 new instruments, the tuba and bass. He has since gone on to be selected to all state groups and a featured soloist in our annual Broadway production. I was and still am impressed by his ferocious appetite for learning and improving. While these instruments are not flashy, their sound provides the framework for our instrumental groups to succeed. You know the saying, it's all about the bass. As our bass player, he has been the literal foundation of our program. Thank you, Jake, for your amazing work these past 4 years. And finally, Fabia Yavi, the Eagle Excellence selection by Miss Porter. Miss Porter expressed this. I've seen many students throughout the year in my art classroom. None worked harder or were more fully immersed in their art as Fabia. Fabia worked hard on her art projects and had flourishing styles to most everything. She took constructive criticism to improve her work like a champ and did most of the extra credit in my class, not only to maintain her grade, but also to get extra enrichment. Fabia is a kind-hearted young woman. She works hard, she is generous, she is patient. All of these qualities were on display in my class as she helped two of my new English learning students that had come in mid-trimester. She stepped up and helped them with understanding the lessons, asking questions for them, and demonstrating what they needed to do, even throughout their significant language barriers. This kind of generosity, as well as who she is and her fabulous work ethic, is what made it an easy choice for me to choose Fabia as my Eagle Excellence Student of the Year. Thank you. You are awesome. What a wonderful group of young people that we've been able to meet today. And as we do every time during our Eagle Excellence breakfast, Mr. Randa gives us some wonderful words of wisdom. He recorded this in March for our March Eagle Excellence ceremony. And although it is a little bit dated, it's certainly the words ring true. And so let's hear a little bit from Mr. Randa.
Hello, it's Mr. Randa, a science teacher at Apple Valley High School, also the Master of Ceremonies of Eagle Excellence Breakfast. We were not able to have March's Eagle Excellence Breakfast because school is closed down, and I'm not sure about the April one. So let me give you a few words that will go along with your student choice. And remember, each teacher at Apple Valley High School gets to choose one student to receive the Eagle Excellence Award. So it's not a student of the month. It's a challenge for teachers to try to figure out who they're going to choose. So let me say congratulations for choosing those. Let me also make sure I thank Zydo Voss, our committee, and also Pete Biskins, our administrator, for supporting Eagle Excellence. And I would also have to thank the American Legion. They've supported us all year and for many years in this program of recognizing students. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see your son or daughter's picture in the hallway at Apple Valley High School. I'm sure that will come up in the future. I want to take this time to make a few comments as we're going through this COVID-19. As you can tell from the background, I'm not at Apple Valley. We're doing some social distancing up towards the Canadian border. But let me give you a few things to think about, and hopefully the scenery in the background will give you a quieter time to think about things. First of all, let me make some thank yous. To our staff, thank you for knowing our students and making relationships with them, knowing them well enough to be able to identify specific things to them. Next, to parents, congratulations. There is no manual. We don't know when we have our children what we need to do. We're always wondering, are we making the right decisions? And those decisions aren't easy. And I'm sure right now you're going through those same things with the uncertainty of this virus. But let me say this, congratulations. Something that you've encouraged in your son or daughter, something that you've promoted in them was recognized by another adult. And they saw that something special, and you would certainly encourage that. So congratulations on helping your son or daughter develop something that stands out. The bad news, you're not done parenting. That will last for quite a few more years. Finally, to students, congratulations. A teacher in our building saw something special in you. It was not something you earned. It was not something you bought. It was something in your heart that they saw that made you stand out. And so as you kind of go through this time of uncertainty, if I may remind you that someone else, another adult, saw something special in you. So if you ever have one of those times when you have some doubts, when you have some fears, you're not sure, remember, another adult saw something special in you. That is you inside. So congratulations on being named an Eagle Excellence Award winner. Hang in there. We'll make it through this together. Have a good day.
Wonderful words. Thank you so much, Mr. Randa. Thank you to our staff for being able to pick such awesome young people for our April Eagle Excellence Award winners. To our students, like Mr. Randa said, hang in there. We will get through this together. We miss you here at the school, and we hope that all is going well. Be safe, be healthy. Have a great day.